The views expressed are not necessarily those of KSCJ and Powell Broadcasting Company. This program is not intended to replace the advice of doctors or other clinical providers. Consult with your practitioner to ensure the proper course of action for you.
Welcome to When Things Aren't Going Well on AM 1360, FM 94.9 KSCJ. This program is dedicated to your mental health wellness and brought to you by Family Services, a United Way partner agency. Here's your host, Art Silva.
Good morning, Siouxland, and welcome to When Things Aren't Going Well. This show is all about your mental wellness environment and how you can help yourself navigate the daily highway of life. It's the little things or sometimes the larger issues that can take us off-road. Our goal is to inform and provide information that will help direct individuals to community resources that can help cope with life's mental health challenges. I'm Art Silva, and our show is brought to you by Boys and Girls Home, serving the Siouxland community since 1894. We have dedicated 2024 to family stress and how you can find space with all the stress that we're facing today. Today, as our guest, we have Friar Phil Clays, and we're going to discuss the upcoming Riverssance Festival, which is very good for your mental health. Get out there and enjoy it and relieve the stress in your day. So, welcome, Phil.
Well, thank you. It's good to be here.
Well, we're glad you're here, and Phil, you've been like an institution in Siouxland with Rivercade and all the other things you've worked on. Where you brought in the blues folk deal that was down at the Anderson Pavilion, adding to the quality of life in Siouxland. Rivercade, especially with the parade organization, the Smile contest, which is my favorite. So you've done an awful lot here. So why don't you give us some background and tell us about yourself?
Well, I tell you, we came to Sioux City when I was 4 years old from Akron, Iowa, and I feel very blessed that I've been part of Rivercade. 35 years ago, I came up with the idea of the Old West Expo down on the riverfront, gunfighters and saloons and all of that. So that started my venture with Rivercade. Since then, I've had several other ideas that I was free to run with Rivercade, the Barstool Open, the homemade cardboard sled races, the Barstool Open, the Bluegrass Festival, as you say, and one of my favorite, besides the Youth Fishing Derby, is the Kingdom of Riverssance.
Well, Riverssance is something that I experienced. I've been here like 38 years, but I had a chance a couple of years ago, and I was amazed. The following it had, the folks that come from all around, as well as our local folks, and the fun. You see some things here that you're not going to see anywhere else, folks, and it's just a fun time, great setting. So give us a little history on Riverssance, and we'll build into what we can expect this year.
Well, I tell you, we create fun. That's what Rivercade does. And with Riverssance, I've never been to a Renaissance festival, but after we discontinued doing the Old West Expo, I heard about Renaissance festivals, and I thought, that sounds like something really cool, because all my friends were going up to Shakopee and other places. So I came to Rivercade and said, hey, why don't we do this? And so what it is a step back in time with all these unique characters out there and fun things to experience, and that's what we invite you to come out and do.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a great time, and you end up seeing so many people that get into the spirit of it. They come dressed up, they're ready to rock and roll and fall back into medieval times. So it's a little escape. It's wonderful. The professionalism, I want people to know out there that these acts that are coming up, we're going to discuss in a little bit, are first class, and you have a hard time booking them, don't you sometimes, Phil?
Oh, yeah, we have to compete with the other festivals, but that's why the first year, we did our first one the third week of July, Rivercade Week, and that was so hot. It was 105 degrees then, so we had another one that same year, the first weekend of October, and that's when we claimed that as our Renaissance Festival as far as all the other Ren Fests go. We're the only ones that are booked during the first week of October.
I'm Art Silva, and you're listening to When Things Aren't Going Well, and my guest today is Phil Clays, Friar Phil Clays, and we're talking about the upcoming Riverssance Festival, the first week in October. So let's get to that, Phil, and give us a little details on the event, the time, location, who, what, where, when.
October 5th and 6th at Riverside Park. The reason I picked Riverside Park is the ancient oak trees. I mean, those trees out there, the park is just a wonderful place to have such an event as ours, and it's worked out very well for us. And we've been very blessed because our reputation as a fest that people enjoy performing at has become overwhelming. They must be treated wrong at the other festivals because everybody loves ours. It is our favorite festival. And, we have, hundreds of costume characters that are there to entertain you. You don't have to be in costume. You please come as a visitor, I guess, to our Kingdom of Riverssance.
Well, it's there for everybody, and I got to tell you, that's a beautiful time of year. Riverside Park is a great location. Plenty of parking, easy access to the festival. It's the weather makes it all, and this is coming into my favorite time of year. So let's get into some of the acts. What are you bringing in this year, Phil?
Well, we have our Birds of Prey, which are amazing. They're out of Oklahoma, and they get birds that are ill or have been injured and rehab them, and they're coming back. That's, like I say, one of the favorite of the festival.
I've seen that, and that is really good.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. And then they put them out so you can walk up and look at them face to face, when they're not doing their show. But this year, the big thing this year is that we have what's called the Knights of Mayhem, and they're the jousting company that is coming. Now, we've always had jousting at the festival, and most of them do, but they're theatrical jousting. Well, this is the world champion in the sporting event of heavy armored, full contact jousting.
Wait a minute. Tell me, this is a circuit that they go on?
Well, these guys don't much anymore. They go to the tournaments.
Okay.
They win the tournaments. They don't do many Renfests. So we were really this is huge.
This is real deal, huh?
Yeah, this really is.
Huge.
It's like you see on TV, and they're war horses, and they're just an amazing group. And the guy that runs it, Charlie Andrews, he's the 14-time and reigning champion of worldwide full armored contact jousting, and we got him.
That is absolutely fantastic. Where else can you go and see this, folks, on a weekend? And it's right here in your backyard in Sioux City. I think there are special times for this show, Phil?
They go on at 12:30 and 4:30 each day, Saturday and Sunday. They do 2 shows a day.
So that's great, folks. You can come out, get on the grounds, walk around, take a look at the other exhibits. We haven't gotten to the vendors yet. What do we got out there for food and vendors?
Well, naturally, turkey legs are a big thing.
All right.
And we have 80 vendors. We have 10 food vendors and 70 non-food vendors this year, which is a large amount. I mean, this is the biggest we've ever had. And they'll be selling all their handmade crafts and artifacts and things like that. And that'll, that's come out and just for that is going to be a very enjoyable time for you, just to wander around our grounds and see all the different vendors.
Well, Phil, that's a credit to you and your team of people on Riverssance that these vendors and top acts want to come here. So it's credit to what you're doing, and I hope the folks out there don't miss this. It's once a year. It's a great weekend. It's Saturday and Sunday, and you want to go through the hours and how folks can get tickets?
You betcha. The hours, the gates open each day at 10 o'clock. On Saturday, it goes till about 7:30 because at sunset, we have a dance of fire. And that's another thing. It's all worth seeing, but the dance of fire is pretty cool, too. And then Sunday, we go from 10 o'clock until about 5:30 after the last joust. And it's we have at the gate, it's $15 for adults. It's $5 for children 6 to 12, and under 6 is free. And I tell you what, the whole place is a playground, and the kids will have a great time. All of us, all the kids of any age, you're going to have a wonderful, wonderful time at the Kingdom of Riverssance, Rivercade, Kingdom of Riverssance, October 5th and 6th.
Well, I got to tell you, I've been out there and I've walked the grounds, and it's friendly. You meet folks that are really in costume and into the theme of what they're doing. Some of them are actors. Some of them are volunteers playing the role, like you, Friar Phil. What's your role, Phil?
Oh, I'm the fallen Friar Phil of the Clays Clan of Belgium. And I guess I'm a fallen friar because of the mead and the wenches.
I love it. So you just heard it from there, and it's great. You just got to come out, folks, and be on the grounds. Your time will fly by. You're going to wish this thing lasted a couple of days longer, but this is great. Saturday and Sunday, that's October 5 and 6 at Riverside Park, and on Saturday, starting at 9 in the morning?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Get there at 9, you'll be first in line. 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and it runs till 7 that night.
Yeah.
And then the next day, come on out, it's 10 o'clock till 5 o'clock.
Till about 5:30. Yep.
But the jousting, you don't want to miss it. They're going to end Sunday with the jousting. And I got to tell you, please get here. You might want to come 2 days. You might want to come and see the end of fire and come 2 days. Some do.
Yep. See, here's the thing. I figure that 21 years ago, Rivercade gave Sioux City a gift. And that's the gift that we have our own Siouxland. We have our own Renaissance Festival, which is huge in itself. And the crowds have come every year, and we've tried to put on a quality show, which we have done. And like I say, this year, gang, at your Renaissance Festival, Siouxland, Kingdom of Riverssance, we've got the ultimate in jousting. So please, come on out and bring your friends.
It'll be a fun time. Just get away from those video games and come out and see the real deal. So that's going to be the Riverssance Festival. Hey, we're coming up on our break right now, so continue your early morning chill. We'll be right back with more of When Things Aren't Going Well right here on 1360 AM, 90.9 FM, KSCJ.
Welcome back to When Things Aren't Going Well on KSCJ. Here's Art Silva.
Welcome back to When Things Aren't Going Well. I'm Art Silva, along with Friar, the fallen Friar, Phil Clays, of the Clays clan of Belgium. Did I get it right?
That's right.
I'm pretty
That's
close.
right.
Anyhow,
That's right.
And we've been talking about the upcoming Riverssance Festival. So let's continue that. And Phil, I got to tell you, I want to repeat, we can't say it enough, how folks can get their tickets and the hours. And we talked about 3 big events. It's just a full day of activity. Now, you're on the grounds also, and you represent a cast. You're part of the cast that's out there interfacing with the customers that come that day. So you want to tell us about kind of some of the things that you do and the other cast volunteers do?
Well, I tell you, we have 4 stages out there, first of all, besides the jousting field. And so there's entertainment at all the different stages all day long. And then we have our local group, my core group here in Sioux City. We have about 75 members in that group. And, we meet all year round. We're a family. This is a family reunion to us. And it shows that because people are just so happy to be there. We look forward to entertaining you, folks that come on out. And like I say, it's a family. And our sponsorships have always been amazing. I'd be remiss not to mention Winnevegas Casino, State Steel, Bud Light, Pepsi. And, we just have a wonderful, wonderful group of sponsors each year. And they've been with us since the beginning. So it's a Siouxland event. And we're very proud of it. And we hope that you take pride in it, too.
Well, you said you have a lot of vendors this year, and food vendors and vendors with other materials. This is something, I'm proud of Sioux City, love being here, but everybody that comes here, whether it be playing for the Explorers or whatever, they love their visit here, and they come back, and I think you fostered this relationship of growth with this group, and it's unique. We compete very, very well with the other festivals that do this. And what I like about ours is it's down to size. The size is really intimate. It's good, first-class entertainment. Out in Carver, Massachusetts, that's not too far from where my mother lives, there's King Richard's Fair. And they bring in, I'm telling you, on the weekends in the fall, they have to reroute traffic because they bring in 20,000 people to this event. And you can get in the stocks. We can do that here, can't you? Take pictures if you want to get in the stocks. We have a lot of fun. So, folks, we got our own version, and it's first class. I'm talking about Riverssance coming October 5, October 6, Riverside Park. And, Phil, I want to get tickets. Where do I go?
Well, at this point, you'll have to get them at the gate.
Okay.
Yes. And like I say, you come on out there. We have a trailer that you stop at first to get your tickets to come on in, and then you'll be greeted at the gate as you're going into the festival by people that love being there and love sharing their joy with you.
That is fantastic. And folks, don't worry. We got an ATM machine on site.
We do.
So if you want to have some fun and get a little more involved in the show, feel free to do that. It's just an absolute wonderful day. So I can't wait. I'm going to come out and try to sell some tickets and work with the rest of the Rivercade board that gets involved in this. And We'll have Tim Seaman will be out there with his lovely wife, Debbie. They'll be working, selling tickets, and a lot of great other folks that have supported this organization for the longest time. But the support we need is yours. And what makes this work is when you got people there and people interacting with people. And coming back out of COVID, Phil, what did you see during the COVID time period regarding attendance? Did you see people hold back? Did they come back out later on? What was the deal?
No, actually, that didn't affect us much. People wore masks, of course, and there were all these people that came as far as entertainers that had these crow masks on. And I guess the medical people during the plagues back in the Renaissance days, they you could tell who the doctors were because of these crow masks that they wore. So I'm out there, and all these people are walking around with these crow masks. I finally asked, what's the deal? So they told me that. So the thing is that people really get into this. I mean, as far as our cast as well as those that attended, it's just a place, it's a playground. It's a playground, and people have found their characters that they want to come out there and just be themselves, which they can't be at work or during the week. And it shows that. I mean, everybody has a wonderful, wonderful time, and we enjoy entertaining you more than anything else.
Well, I did my homework on this because I wanted to see what was life like in the medieval ages. And you started at the top with the king, and then after the king you had the nobility, and then after the nobility you had the knights, and then after the knights you had two classes of common folk. Yeah, common folk. Then you had the bottom common folk, peasants and stuff like that, and how they lived and on the land and what they did. And you know what? Their lifestyle, they were pretty much out in the field all day. It was agricultural, so they did their work out in the field, came in, very seldom in their huts, as they were called. But interesting lifestyle. And you mentioned the masks they have on there. So, hey, Phil, did they have any alcohol back in those? What did they do for any wine?
Well, we have a pub out there at Fallen Friars Pub with wenches serving you. And, yeah, we've got various beers, and there's wines and mead and pop and water as well. But, it's just one of those things that it feels different. I mean, you walk in and it just feels different than being outside of our grounds. And that's the unique thing. And we're a class act. I mean, since day one. And being Rivercade, we wanted to make sure that we were a class act. And since day one, we've been it.
Well, Phil, this has been great, and I got to tell you, I'm going to call you my lord because I think you're just doing a great job, and I bow to you. This is a lot of work, and the finished product is absolutely worth the folks' time and investment. So please come out, and Phil, one more time, let's give them the details on the event and a couple of top acts, what they don't want to miss.
October 5th and 6th, Saturday and Sunday, Riverside Park amidst the ancient oak trees is our Kingdom of Riverssance, Rivercade Kingdom of Riverssance. And you've got plenty of vendors selling very unique things. You've got unique food, and you've got totally unique entertainment, especially, as I say, the birds of prey, the dancers, the singers, the jousters. There again, the joust this year is amazing. And we even have a song, Riverssance, Riverssance, come join the fun of our Riverssance. Hip, hip, huzzah.
Hip, hip, huzzah to you, Phil, and thank you. We're coming up on the end of our show, and every week we try to end our show with a joke. Humor is medicine for the soul, so I want to keep it in the medieval theme. So here we go. Why is the medieval period called the Dark Ages? Because there were so many knights. Okay, smack me on that one. Okay, thanks, Phil. Thanks to our listening audience, and thanks to our producer, Justin Bacher. We are JB Powered. Shout out to the Bernstein family, longtime Siouxland supporters who have made a difference in the lives of Siouxlanders. From new tiny homes, Girls Inc. supporting of an annual music festival that brings us together every summer. Thanks for enhancing the quality of life. That's the Bernstein family. Also, shout out to Sharice Yanni, the recent Sioux City Chamber of Commerce Edward Demings Award winner. Thanks, Sharice, for Highway 20 and your recent well-deserved community contributions. Boys and Girls Home and Family Services are hiring teachers and therapists. Call our HR manager at 293-4700. The Stuff Thrift Teak is now looking for part-time help. Call Barb Nielsen at 293-4700. When things aren't going well, we'll return next Saturday morning at 7 a.m. right here on 1360 AM, 90.9 FM, KSCJ. Your homework this week? Go out and have a good laugh. May the sun shine on you and be kind to your mind.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
For more information on the services provided by Boys and Girls Home and Family Services, see them online at boysandgirlshomeiowa.org. Or you can call 712-293-4700 to get more information about family services, residential treatment, the Opportunity School, the Siouxland Family Center, and more. At Boys and Girls Home and Family Services, we change lives. Advanced Riverssance tickets are on sale now at all Hy-Vee food stores. Save $4 per ticket by buying now through October 1st.